Everyone and welcome to this video. Today we are going to cover leadership in groups, in which we are going to do qualities of group leader, theories of leadership and leadership styles. This channel will help you with UGC NET paper 1 and paper 2 social work, and it is presented by Hiteshi Arora. Now leadership. Leadership is the capacity to motivate a group of individuals towards fulfillment of group's objectives. Leadership behavior that contributes to groups' relational functions include creating a participative and inclusive climate, establishing norms of reflection and self-analysis, and managing conflict. Now, qualities of a successful leader. To be a good leader, one needs to have, number one, a positive sense of humor that is not derogatory or distasteful. Number two, possesses good listening skills. Number three, ability to truly enjoy being with people. And number four, genuinely accepts the other person's point of view. Now, the leader has to be optimistic, unruffled. Unruffled is undisordered, not disordered, and capable of handling difficult situations deftly, skillfully. So, theories of leadership. Several theories on leadership have been developed by researchers studying the leader behavior. The theorization has been in the context of number one, leadership as a trait, that is inborn quality. Next is leadership as a behavior, that is acquired, attained through training. Third one is task-oriented leadership, and the fourth one is people-oriented leadership. Next is trait theory. The trait theory of leadership focuses on personal qualities and characteristics that differentiate leaders from non-leaders. These traits are being charismatic, enthusiastic, and courageous. Next is behavioral theories of leadership. Those theories purpose that specific behaviors differentiate leaders from non-leaders, while trait theory assumes that leaders are born rather than made. Behavior theory believes that if there were some specific behaviors that identified leaders, then leadership could be taught through effective training and other interventions. Next is task-oriented leadership. A task-oriented leader is one who defines and structures her role and those of the members towards fulfillment of tasks. She plans, organizes, assigns tasks to the group members and insists on its completion within the stipulated time. Next is people-oriented leadership. A people-oriented leader, on the other hand, focuses on relationship in the group, has high concern for the members and their comfort level, emotional well-being and contentment. She is keen on helping members in their personal problem, is approachable and does not discriminate. Next is development oriented leadership. What is most relevant to the social group work leadership is the development oriented leadership. The one who values experimentation, seeks new ideas and generate and implements changes. In a changing world, effective leader needs to exhibit development oriented behavior. Next is path goal theory of leadership. This theory stipulates that the prime responsibility of the leader lies in helping the member to reach their objectives, and that individual goal and group goal are complementary. It is the leader's job to assist followers in attaining their goals and to provide the necessary direction or support to ensure that the goals are compatible with overall objectives of the group. Leadership styles. There are three broad leadership styles to better understand the communication choices leaders can make as well as outcome of such choices in a group. Laissez-faire loosely translate from a French origin word. Laissez-faire means let it be or leave it alone. In practice, it means leaders leave it up to the subordinates to complete responsibility in a manner they choose without requiring strict policies or procedures. This leadership style is one in which the leaders take a laid back or hands off approach. Laissez-faire leadership is based on trust on the subordinates that they can do or they can hold the responsibility. Next is authoritarian leadership style. Autocratic leadership, also known as authoritarian leadership, is a leadership style characterized by individual control over all the decisions and little input from the group members. Autocratic leader typically makes choices based on their ideas and judgments and rarely accepts advices from the followers. Autocratic leadership involves absolute authoritarian control over a group. Next one is democratic style of leadership. Democratic leadership is a type of leadership style in which members of the groups take more participative role in decision making process. Researchers have found that this learning style is usually one of the most effective and leaders to highly productivity, better contribution from group members and increased group morale. That's all for this video. If you find it of some value, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends and press the bell icon so you get the updates as soon as I post the video. Thank you so much.